Well, now that the Supreme Court has legalized same-sex marriage, many LGBT couples that are saying "I do" may have questions about what it means for their finances. Dan Dillard, CFP for Nest Financial, he's here with some of those answered. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good, good, good. So this decision, I mean, when you talk about finances, it's completely different now.
That's correct.
All right.
So prior to this decision, there was a lot of complex planning that had to happen with same-sex couples. Mainly, there was no benefits that are extended to traditional marriages, such as pensions, 401ks, the beneficiaries of those kind of plans, healthcare decisions, things of that nature.
Right.
Was something that had to be planned around. So it was very, very complex to do that. So that all has been simplified. Now, as a couple gets married, and they have all these benefits. So it does take some work of all these benefits. So it does take some work in unraveling some of the things that were done.
Yeah. Sure. So you are going to be, I mean, your job specifically is completely changed now, and so a lot of these, the people that are going to be saying "I do" now may have questions.
Correct.
And
yeah. So some of the things that have changed. So one of the first things I advise is seek a financial plan.
Right.
Seek that help, just to unravel some things, some planning that has been done, and then kind of also beyond that, when a couple does say "I do," there is the check with the various employers, both spouses' employers, and see what their benefits are, what their health insurance benefits are, what their 401k benefits are, as far as becoming a primary beneficiary on those. If they've got a pension, making sure those beneficiaries are changed there as well. So a lot of interesting things that have been simplified, but they need to be done. There's these steps that need
that would be like first step.
Exactly.
Check with the company you're working with, check the benefits you have, and then talk together to figure out what's best for you.
Yes, but the exciting benefits are things like Social Security.
Yeah.
Government Social Security is now, spouses qualify for that. As well as that, just thinking about filing status. Instead of filing single, now filing married jointly. That is going to give a lot more benefits, a lot more deductions. So that just being able to file differently is going to give those deductions as well.
Okay, so these are great tips. I mean, if there's, these are some of the common practices that you would do. Now that this is passed, this has been such a topic of buzz among topics lately. Anything else that comes to mind?
Now, besides planning, also on the healthcare directives, so make sure that you've changed your healthcare directives. Prior to this ruling, it was only, especially with HIPAA and things of that nature, there was only family members that can make those decisions for an individual who becomes incapacitated. Now, the spouse takes priority or precedent over all those things, so that's very, very important. But also make sure, it's important to have that conversation. Just because the spouse is able to do it, and this has happened in any case, it doesn't mean that's the person you want making those decisions. You have to have that conversation, make sure that's what you want. Make sure you've updated your medical directives and make sure those things are done. An interesting thing as well is divorces. We don't think about this, we just think about the marriage part, but now divorces. If you stop and think about if a same-sex couple got married in another state and then they moved to a state that did not recognize that marriage, they couldn't get divorced in that state.
So you had to go back to the state you married in?
State or a state that recognized it.
I didn't know that.
Now that's going to be simplified. So divorce is also ability. In addition to that, adoptions and child proceedings, custody proceedings, those are all going to be simplified. So there's a lot of really good, neat changes.
And I mean, now I've got a million more questions coming to mind, as sure many of you do. So if you do, Dan's the man. Contact them at Nest Financial. This is where they can get a hold of you, right?
Yes.
All right. Perfect.